The number one thing restraining you on your desire for spiritual growth, personal development, ascension, is habitual thinking. Not thinking. Your brains are in your bodies for a reason, but habitual thinking, obsessively thinking, continuing to believe that thinking that thought one more time is going to make a difference. That's the lie. That's the lie you have been sold. That's the biggest lie you have in your life right now, is the ability to fall for the idea that I'll just think it one more time. It's just the one more time lie. You've got the one more time lie. And it says to you, oh, well, just if you think it one more time, or you try to think it just a little bit different way, or it's Tuesday, I'll think it now, or it's the morning, I should think it one more time, or it's the evening, I should think it 3 more times. The lie of the hamster wheel mind is the one huge restraint you have on you at this time. The lie of the hamster wheel mind. If there's nothing else you focus on your personal development, spiritual growth path, if you think of nothing else, it is our request that you focus on, is this a thought I've thought before? Am I thinking that rethinking this thought is going to do me any good? What am I doing thinking about that another time? And we don't say that to beat yourself up. We never encourage you to be mean to yourself. In fact, it's Elohim's only rule that you don't get to be mean to yourself, period. What we say to you is that the obsessive thinking must go so new insight has room. Nothing else is of a higher priority at this time. If that thought comes back again, and you let it, you are restraining yourself. No one else is saying you can't be free. No one else is saying you can't have what you want out of your life. No one else is saying that you can't grow spiritually, reach ascension, have extrasensory perceptions, and all those things that you want. No one can take those possibilities away from you. You give it away for free, and you pay the price of letting habitual thinking tell you who you are. If you've thought it, and thought it, and thought it, and nothing has changed, then something else has to happen. Or to quote Elohim, if thinking could have solved it, it would have solved it long ago, because you sure have thought about it enough. Don't settle for the limitation of filling your day with habitual, repetitive hamster wheel thoughts. Just don't fall for it. That's the line in the sand. That's the line you must draw with yourselves. Do not fall for the idea that one more time thinking it. Oh, well, you know, maybe sometime just worrying about money one more time is going to create money in my life. Maybe feeling alone and worrying about being alone one more time is going to create companionship. It's absurd when it's not your big repetitive thought. If we polled everyone and got their big repetitive thought, some of you could look at each other and scratch your head and say, really? Seriously? You think that 33 times a day? Like, really? You do? Huh? Why? It's not yours, so it doesn't feel as triggery. So use that as a great example. Because you're all doing it, or we wouldn't have to say it to you. It's the human condition. And as we've probably, hopefully, proved to you, the reason you do it is because the survival instinct tells you, if I don't keep worrying about this, it will kill me. If I don't keep fretting about this, it will come into my camp at night and kill me and my family. Your survival instincts are on overdrive, trying to protect you from things that aren't survival threats. They are simply threats to habit. And you use your spiritual free will to say, I refuse to succumb to habit, period. I just refuse to succumb to habit. I refuse to succumb to habit. And I make room in me for insight. I open to insight. I open to having new perspectives on this. And if the only thing that comes into my mind is the same old thought, then I won't give it my time. And I will look for something else to fill that moment with. And I will not fall into the belief that I'm bored or that I'm in danger simply because I'm clearing my mind of all the things I've always filled it with. You deserve more than that. And you're ready for it. It's not climbing Mount Everest. It's not swimming to the bottom of the sea. It's not taking a special class or reading a special book or chanting a special thing. It's not external to you at all. It is completely within your purview. And that's why it's a big deal. And that's why it's hard. It's because nobody else can do it for you. And nobody can make you do it. And every time you let that habitual thought have its way with you, that's a choice. That's you using your free will. The ultimate freedom is freedom from the habits that have been ingrained in you through multiple lifetimes, through dealing with everything that comes up as a human, and through looking at yourself through a narrow view. The ultimate freedom is to be able to say, I choose my reactions to my creations. I choose my responses to my experiences. And I decide what I think about. You want freedom? Be the one who chooses what you think about. When you come into this world with that freedom as your freedom, then you'll really know what it's like to be in an evolutionary process.